That's just Monday. I'm walking along the river towards El Centro in downtown. So I go get my my coffee and start studying. You can see some new construction up on the hill there. And these buildings right here blocking the view, but it kind of climbs up from the river. So I'll get a little bit of exercise this morning to start my day. But I'm walking and thinking about walking and how much I love being in a walkable city and how good it is for my health, but also how it's not great for my health. I've kind of fallen off the wagon here in Cuenca as far as, you know, eating pastries and cookies and having just treats and snacks all the time. And I think part of it is because of the walkability. You know, in the United States, you know, where we're living or have been living, or a lot of places where we stay, it's a car culture. And you kind of have to get in your car and specifically go somewhere, and traffic's usually bare, and it's just not that convenient to pop into any little old place you want to. But here in a walkable part of town, in a walkable city, it's just very easy to make those decisions and take advantage of those opportunities. So I'm just strolling around and I'm walking past all these delicious cookies and carrot cakes and, you know, everything in these glass cases and these panaderias, these bakeries and coffee shops. You know, my dollar goes a lot further here. So my willpower, I mean, it lasted for a little bit, but it didn't last long enough. And now, after being here for, I guess we're coming in on 3 months. There's Sabatino's where we had dinner the other night. You know, a big plate of pasta. And we just walked over there. Because even where we're staying now, which isn't in the El Centro and isn't nearly as, well, I say it isn't nearly as walkable, it's exactly as walkable. There's a few less places to go, I think, maybe, I'm not even sure about that. It's just also walkable. But it's been easier for me to make poor eating decisions. You can see the traffic starting to back up there. That's the climb, you know, that road climbs up into El Centro there, and that's definitely a fume alley right there. But I'm going to hang a left here and try to avoid that, because that's going to be kind of a toxic thoroughfare. Remember that movie Proof of Life? That's proof of exercise for me right there. But I'm going to hang a hard left here and avoid all this traffic. And I will be blessed with stairs. I don't know why I feel I have to hustle up those stairs. I guess it makes me feel like I'm making progress. Staying at least a half a foot a step of all these carbs. But now I'm kind of up a little bit higher on the other side of the river in the El Centro. And this is one of my favorite places to walk. This little stretch here, it's kind of above that little fume alley. It's just a different way to climb up here. This is one of my favorite pieces of art in the city. It's kind of a three-dimensional piece. It's kind of coming out of the wall a little bit. Oop. It's kind of creepy and beautiful. Speaking of walking and pastries and bad decisions, I'm in my usual study spot in Pekka cafeteria, and this is, as usual, $1.75. So I can't beat that. And then I have the convenience of the baño. But I like to sit back here when I'm in here doing my studying, because I might be here for an hour, probably get another cup of coffee, but it can get busy in here. So this and 2 cups of coffee, not 2 of these. Let's hope. So there's the Pekka cafeteria and panaderia that I've mentioned in quite a few of my videos, and it's only 1 block from Parque Calderón. That's the blue domed cathedral right there. And then when you get down to the corner here, we'll be at Parque Calderón. So this is pretty much the heart of El Centro. So I think I don't know, probably in 4 or 5 different videos I've shown that Pekka cafeteria and panaderia, because the pastries are so good, and it's right here in the middle of everything that's going on, and it's just a great deal. It's just a great place to hang out. Has anybody watching my videos ever tried a Dos Chorreras Chocolateria? Seems like a very popular spot. Again, right on the corner of the El Parque, but I've never eaten there. There's something about it that makes me think of Bubba Gump shrimp. One of the things that you see around here are the native Ecuadorians with the wheelbarrows of fruit. I've never actually bought any of the fruit from one of the wheelbarrows. A lot of times we'll see street vendors, and they'll be selling just like a bag of avocados, or oranges or apples, maybe not oranges, limes, something like that. But you can buy fruit on the street, and usually it's a pretty good deal. I think there was a lady down here with a bag of avocados, and if she's still here, down here, I might go ahead and partake of that, because one of my favorite things about being in Ecuador is getting avocados cheap all the time. I should know the name of this park as many times as I've walked by here, but I don't even know. I'll have to put it in the I'll have to put it down below. But this is the obligatory Cuenca sign. But I think this is the prettiest church. Sometimes you hear the bells from that church. There's a dinky church over here, and then there's the big church. I finished up my Spanish class, and now I'm going to go meet Camera Girl at the Cinema Cafe, which is another one of my favorite spots. You know, it used to be my favorite spot until I started going to Pekka. But the Cinema Cafe is a good place to get Cafe Irlandés, which is an Irish coffee, which is cafe with a little bit of whiskey in it. Now you see these folks all the time in the little green outfits cleaning the streets. And I always call them, what are they, the Minions? Like the Minions from the Disney movies, because they always have the same outfit on. And they're always short. It seems like only short people do that job. There's the gas man. Everything around here is gas. That music is the sound of the gas truck, which is interesting at first. And then it becomes this soundtrack of the day. My Spanish teacher sang me the song, but I don't know the words to it. It's something about if you're out of gas, don't worry because the gas man's on his way. Alrighty, Cinema Cafe. No pastries today.
You had to wait till you quit crying to start the video.
We are going to try this for lunch. This for almuerzos. But almuerzos is just a lunch, and it usually includes a drink and a soup and then your entree. Alright, you got a vegetable? I got kind of a potato. Are we supposed to put popcorn in it?
Well, thank heavens, Buck left a little bit of popcorn. He didn't have breakfast, so he was starving.
We got a little bit of tea, and this is the almuerzos. This is the fish, corvino?
Should be corvina. Corvina. Yeah, and you got the pollo with the seco? We have some.
I got the pollo. You can tell because it's shaped like a chicken leg.
See? A fig tree, a fig tree! What'd you think about your Hugo?
This wasn't juice, this was tea, right?
Well, I think it had some sugar. I think it's juice.
Maybe a little sugar.
See?
Feel like getting some vegetales?
And frutas. Watch out behind you.
Alrighty. So this is Mercado 10. Mercado number 10.
The 10th of August.
Something like that. It's the middle of the afternoon. And traffic is kind of being a bear right now. It's going to be a challenge walking around as a pedestrian sometimes of the day. This cathedral?
No, this is a church.
Okay. Oh, this is a church? Okay, say something about this church and say it loud.
This church, we have not been in. I don't know anything about this church. I've looked up some others, but the cathedral of Immaculate Conception.
Alrighty. There's more bolognas and you can shake a stick at. We just crossed a really busy section down there by the river. Now we headed up past the college. Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Come on.
No. Do you have a place in mind? Camera girl's sense of direction is pretty poor.
No, it's not my sense of direction. I was trying. We have not been by a couple of the streets when the shops are open, so I wanted to go see what's open now.
I don't know. I don't have much confidence in camera girl's sense of direction. I tell you what,
you're just getting hangry, and so you're
hangry. We just had almuerzo. I had a Cafe Orlando.
That's right. You're drunk.
It's nice to get off the busy streets and have a little peace and quiet, even if just for a moment. You don't really notice it. Whoop.
The head shaved me though.
Oh, that one's too low. That's a ball buster more than a neck buster. But I tell you what, your senses get assaulted. And then when you get to a patch where it's not too loud and you can actually hear a bird chirping, it really sticks out. Did you hear that? I might have to blow that audio up to make the bird sound a little louder, but maybe you'll hear it. So we're in search of some fresh produce. We walked through the mercado, but I don't know, everything looked a little sad today. And I asked the lady how much the dragon fruit were, and she said they were $1. We haven't paid $1 for a dragon fruit the whole time we've been here, have we?
We did yesterday.
No, we paid 75 cents.
Ah, okay.
I think so. Or 70 cents. That's why I only got one. So I didn't want to pay that much. And it was a very good dragon fruit. Let me get over here in the light. I think you're going to have to stand right here, maybe?
But the bread, it's calling to me.
Yeah. So we had a few stops on the way home. So let's take a look and see what we got. See what we didn't resist. I think this was the name of the place, Bodelli.
Mm-hmm.
So we got two cakey things. What are these? You pick these. Is this like bread bites?
I think so, but they've got the sesame seeds on them.
Yep, so we got 5 little bread bites, and then you pick these up. I don't know what these are.
They look sort of like wedding cakes, but I bet they're not as sweet. Because things here aren't as sweet, which is good. What did you get?
This is a brownie. Boom.
Gravy.
That's nothing. Okay, this is just a bag full of little bread bites. And this is...
Oh my gosh.
We'll make a pot of coffee and we'll split this. Oh, it's stuck to the bottom
What
of
are
the
you
bag.
talking about? We are not eating... Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
manzana.
Kind of an apple-y looking thing.
Yeah, like an apple strudel. All right, so this was our last stop.
Yeah, so this was at the bakery we poked our heads into, and this was $7 for all of that.
Nueces in the brownie. Yay!
We stopped by a market.
Yeah.
And what are these called again? Maracuya?
They're a kind of passion fruit, and these are granilla. Granilla.
And she said 7 for $1. She gave us 1 for free. Look, she went to the what is that? What kind of business school is that?
That's the customer comes first.
That's it. So we'll
She
have to go
was
back to
lovely.
her. She suckered us in.
Yes.
And then these were $2, right? We spent $2, I think, for that. Anyway, I'm not sure of the individual prices. But we got some passion fruit, avocados, onion. Ooh, this onion is sad on the bottom.
That's okay.
And some ajo. And this was $4.
Yeah.
So this altogether was $11. And this here we'll be able to make last for a few days. And then this here maybe we'll get through the day. We'll see what happens.
Buck.
But I'm going to make a pot of coffee and we'll see how we do.
Woohoo!
Well, there's still a little coffee left. But there's not a lot of this left over here.
Did you put it in the freezer? That must have been it.
Yeah. I think that's it. It's probably in the fridge. But I got other problems to think about. I got to beat your butt in one more game, and then it'll be nap time. Those pastries made me tired.
Are you surprised about that, Sherlock?
Do you think it was something in the dough?
No.
I think there was something wrong with them. I just feel so sleepy.
Yeah, there was something in the dough.
Well, how you doing, camera girl?
Why are you talking to me?
Because I'm finishing my video.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you.
Okay. This is going to be a dumb ending. But if you like our videos and you want to support us, we've got some links down below. You can go over to Patreon and you can sign up there and kick us some cash. And we'll buy coffee and pastries with it. If you don't like us, then kick us some cash and we'll buy coffee and pastry with it. And it'll really hurt in the long run. Is it an addiction?
Yes.
We got lots of videos coming up. We're really enjoying being back on the saddle, in the saddle, and traveling around. We're really enjoying Ecuador, and we're having a good time doing this thing that we do. So we appreciate you making it possible. But that's it for this week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.